All right, Igor picked up a hand.
675 on request.
Ike doesn't really need to. Ooh,
I like this question.
One of the worst hands to get.
yeah,
But there's a bounty on the line.
there is.
Blinds just went up too. So better price.
This is like 4.5 blinds or something. Five big blinds, sorry.
Makes the call, and Yaroshevskyy at risk against deuce 4 offsuit. Ike wins it 1/3 of the time.
Now, this is a very clear example of the bounty influencing Ike's decision because he's folding this for 5 blinds without the bounty.
Will Ike be rewarded?
Oh my God.
You know what? He's got a diamond draw and a pair draw against this ace-jack.
Black.
50-50.
No. Black, please.
Yaroshevskyy wants a black card.
Mamma mia.
5 is black, holding for Igor. 1.5 million now in chips. 2 sevens is going to be good enough for Mateos to push into chips. Will he get looked up? King Jack suited. This is
Oh,
actually
wow.
good for Mateos because if Igor wants to call, Mateos covers Igor and gives him an opportunity to collect the bounty.
I mean, Igor's got a weird spot.
Can he continue?
I think you take this, but
It's definitely time bank worthy.
I mean, if he knew if he was folding that Shyngis would call, he definitely folds.
Yes.
But I mean, this is like Shyngis doesn't need to call this. This is, 1/3 of Shyngis's chips.
It's not like he's shoving Igor stack where, okay, Shyngis is probably going to call
Yeah.
very, very wide. So he is
Yeah.
going to make the call.
King Jack suited is just like a pretty good hand, you know?
Oh, and Satubaev's got pocket threes. Is this a possibility? Because there's 2
Double
short
bounty?
stacks, double bounty. What if they got the similar type hand? He is going to make the call. We got a 3-way all in, Brian.
Nice. I take it.
Yeah, Igor doesn't mind. He needs to hit a king or a jack anyway, not just one more small pair to fade.
Yeah.
Я не знаю твое место.
Shyngis looking for the 3 for the double KO.
Не знаю. Ну, типа,
Tails wants to hold.
20 тысяч, наверное, надо ехать.
Get Yaroshevskyy bounty. Here we go to a flop. 10-8-5.
Pretty nice flop for sevens. I mean,
Я его. Подожди, нужно как? Король или 3?
Oh, and the king on the turn is going to give Igor the best hand. The card is the 6. Another brutal hand for Mateos.
sometimes guys who have just really solid games, making solid decisions, but not necessarily taking really aggressive lines or fancy plays, don't necessarily get the same shine, but it doesn't mean that they're playing worse. In fact, oftentimes they're playing better. And, just to even back that up, I know that 𝐦𝐮𝐿 has said before multiple times just that, it's oftentimes the guys that aren't known for that are really playing the best poker.
Yeah.
Guys that are just in there making solid decisions. Because I think there are guys, and you know them, and sometimes they go on big heaters who make a lot of bluffs and are really aggro. But I think sometimes maybe they go too far.
Yeah.
I don't know if Mateos is the best example of that guy, though, because he's, to me, I don't know. He seems like a really aggressive guy who actually just plays really well.
Well, there's something. I think he dips into both worlds.
Yeah.
Really. He's an enigma. He's very, very special. But yeah, if you use the metaphor of sports, basketball. You talk to a lot of the best basketball players, and they'll often say, who they value most are these guys that are incredible defenders.
Yes. And here we. Oh, looks
Yeah.
like the 7-6 suited just really flopped Ace Jack off in a world of pain here. Oh,
Ooh, but plenty of outs for the chip leader to knock out Igor, seems like he's had 9 lives. The cat on a couple of these runs, dodges it.
to just surviving as a short stack, huh?
Yeah.
Guy really did it again at this final table. He's been short the whole time, really.
The only
Oh my
free thing is the poker that
Yeah,
we're giving you here
That's it.
at Triton.
Oh, and Ike is going for it again, another raise, and this time it's going to
Phew.
get through the 6-5 off. I can't believe it. The last, 4 times he's opened, he got ripped on.
But he knows, Poonat Poonzri's no spaz. He understands that he's going to have a certain range, and he's doing a great job of putting pressure as Igor defending the big blind, just 8 big blinds black, and does the old front shove, attacking hands just like this, Brian.
Oh, yeah, it is. I cannot be excited about this. That's for sure. There's that 60K bounty.
So the one thing that I find interesting about spots like this and the way that I interpret how they've evolved is that this isn't often a front shove with a 10 or a queen. It's pretty much always a draw. Is that fair to say? Or
I
it's
mean-
usually something like this or a jack 8, jack 9.
Yeah, it does seem like that. That's the case very, very often. You would think, though, that the continued evolution would then change that a little bit to have there be some balance involved, but
I've seen some interesting plays by a couple of players in these situations, short stack defending, some min leads and stuff with hands like this, 7-6 suited, just
yeah.
creating more streets of play. But this is also one way to do it, which is the front shove, and he needs a club, 7 or a 6, or he's our 4th place finisher.
Igor can do it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
75.
He's the cat. 9 lives.
Igor, though, has a hand that's not going in the muck. In fact, those chips are going in the pot.
2 million.
I think his only size is kind of an all-in size.
Yeah. Ike, some consideration here with King 9 suited, or
I don't know. It feels like, you love busting him, but are you ahead of his range with King 9 suited? Igor, yes, he can't be too tight, right, because the blinds will eat him up. That said, I don't know. Do you think it's performing
I
well?
think it is slightly below Igor's range, but
Wow.
he goes for it anyway. I don't think Igor is shoving Queen 9 off, or even maybe he shoves Jack 10 off. Maybe there's a couple hands he's beating, but
Yeah.
no worse kings. I don't think he's shoving King 6 suited
2
into.
million.
In the bounty
No,
format,
he might-
it's relevant too, right? Because
He
I
might
think
have some worse King X suiteds, but not offsuit. But yeah,
yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right.
but the bounty's doesn't matter that much now. The pay jumps are like 200,000+. The bounty is only mildly relevant.
Yeah, Igor has, pocket 5s, and we're thinking, oh, nice call, this will flip.
Yeah.
It's just, again, it's important not to be results oriented. Happened to wake up with a monster. Could have just had Queen 10 off, Ace Rag, King 9 suited, performing pretty
Yeah, maybe there's
well
just
against.
enough of those hands, like
Yeah.
Queen 10 off, Jack 10 off,
Queen
King
Jack
8
off.
suited,
Yeah, Queen
like
Jack
Ace
suited.
4 off, that you're just like,
Let's run the cards. I've seen King 9
Yeah.
suited win too much to let this go. Ike needs a king and only a king, or he is our significant short stack here.
and Igor just will not be denied.
Nice little fan rail there. What do you think? All of it?
Yeah, I think you got to play it. Now the question is, how much of his range is all in, how much is he raising, right? You can't have your too many junk hands in min raise.
So
I think this is a hand that's could be in either one of those ranges.
I think it's the bottom of his shove range.
Yeah.
I think that he would shove worse suited hands, like 10-7, 9-7 suited, and Igor says, I'm going for it. Wow, ace-8 suited, too good. And you can see how live Punat Punsri is. I would love to know what ICM says about this, but this is a huge opportunity for Igor. What do you think, Brian?
I mean,
What's the difference between the ace-7 and this, really?
not obviously this hand is slightly better, but Punat's
Bet call like.
might not be. Is he
The
shoving
range
any
is stronger.
too?
Yeah,
the range
I'm
is
really
stronger,
surprised
so
about this call.
Oh
Oh my
Ooh.
God, I had a feeling.
I probably would have folded his hand.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we shouldn't understate how brave of a call this is, given the pay jump between second and third, and it's not over yet, baby.
A queen or a jack.
Net has sees some light at the end of the tunnel, peering through the window. He sees a little crackle. Is there a queen or jack on the river? He's not. 3 pair, no good. And that really changes things. Oh, and the big cooler coming up. This could very well decide who gets their first Triton title.
I mean, it probably will. I don't see how this doesn't get all in. Ike is gonna jam. I mean, he jams ace-8 off, so why not ace-king? And don't think Igor can fold this one. So, guys, we're gonna see a race where Igor has a 9% equity edge.
Call.
And there it is. Ike seeing the bad news, really. I mean, of course, it's fine. It's a flip, but when you get snapped, you'd love to see ace-jack or ace-10, but it is the pocket sevens with his friends in tow.
Shyngis was at the final table.
Yeah.
Right? So he's been sweating his buddy. Yeah, and 𝐬𝐻EV and 𝐽𝐿𝐺iev.
Oh, bad start. Going to need a little Broadway help or a king or ace on the turn, or Isaac Haxton once again will fall short in getting a Triton title.
Look at Ike just staring across the table at all 3 guys sweating him. There's a lot of
Him
energy
against
to
the world,
overcome
man.
there,
Him against
you
the
know?
world.
He's like, what's going on? I can't beat 4 of them.
All right.
And there it is, Igor Yaroshevskyy with his first Triton Super High Roller Series title. A big smile on his face, probably a relief. Ike, once again, bride's way to not the bride. $1.052 million for the 50K No Limit Hold'em Bounty winner.